Alright, I think that'll do. Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? And the second that happens, I get assaulted with crayons. Because of course I do. So, as I sort of alluded to when I tweeted yesterday, yay, Cone Rain! Yay, it actually works. I was actually messing around with that earlier, moving it over to a new thing, and it works. Because I couldn't get it to work properly in testing when I actually did the redeem, but it looks like it actually does work. So, woohoo! That's great. Because with the Cone Sona's incentive, I'm gonna have to move the Cone Rain redeem to a different manager, essentially. Where I was using a third party before, now I'm using Twitch directly. And I'm doing that because the one before would only allow me to have transparency via chroma key, whereas Twitch lets me just throw in an APNG. And chroma key is not reasonable when I'm gonna have a bunch of different colors on screen. But that is the distracted way of saying that I'm glad Cone Rain still functions. Because I was a little worried about it. In any case, what was I talking about before? Oh, right. I was talking about being productive. That's not a good sign.
Call a detective who just solves cases accidentally. Sheer luck, Holmes.
Haha. But yeah, moreover, like, usually it's I have one day where I'm really productive, and then another day where I can barely pick up the pen, and yesterday was super productive, where I got a full comic page done in one day, start to finish, so I'm hoping that the stream will kind of give me the kick in the diaper that I need to, actually be productive. And right now I'm just kind of warming up. This is a sketch page that I've been working on otherwise. And I'm just kind of touching it up, warming myself up doing it. I need to draw Sella more. It's been a while. She won't appear in the comic until like at the end of chapter 5 again. So I'm gonna have to start doing other things with her. Because I need more experience drawing her, specifically her hair. But I'm also more used to drawing foxes and not snaps, so, you know. But still, I think this came out alright. I like this one. So, anyway, we'll move on to what I'm actually working on. Snaps are nice, indeed. Yeah, I really want to do more with Sella. I just want to, It's difficult because while I do want to do more things with her, and I have ideas in my head, I barely get to draw Fang outside of the comic. It's pretty much comic work or commissions. And as much as I would love more personal stuff, it's hard to find the time. Okay, that's the only bit of that white, aside from their diaper. Yeah, this stream is definitely a bit more, a bit more than babyfur friendly. It's run by a babyfur. So I feel friendly isn't quite strong enough. Make a living off of this. I wear diapers 24/7 in real life. I would definitely consider it more than friendly. Yeah, being padded up is definitely great. Yeah, babyfur encouraged. Not technically required, but heavily encouraged. Let's see. Eye color is here. My tiniest little nitpick with this reference, and I do mean it's a little nitpick, is I cannot tell. Like, it's not super clear here with the position of dislikes, whether Spiders falls under likes or dislikes. Probably under dislikes, but it's just a little inconsistent. That is my one nitpick with the ref. It means absolutely nothing to the artist drawing it, but it's just one thing that bothers my weird little OCD brain sometimes. That's not a diss on the owner of the character or the person who drew it. It's just, again, my brain is drawn to the weirdest things sometimes. Yeah, I think with the bubble, especially when you're zoomed in, that is what it's intended to be. It's just, it's slightly off. Slightly. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the ease of use of the ref or the quality of it or anything. It's just a, yeah. Otherwise, the ease of, I mean, it's a very good ref for artistic. It's not shaded. I've got color swatches. I've got different angles, clothing, etc. It's actually a very good reference. Personally, I actually don't find having a likes and dislikes on there too important to actually drawing it. But then I gotta remember that sometimes people have the refs not just for an artistic ref. I think I'm shading this one. Let me check my references. Or let me check my commission stuff. Yeah, it's shaded. Sometimes I gotta remind myself I work on quite a few of these at once. So I'd rather double check than forget. I'm gonna tone that down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so that goes on the muzzle. Past that part. Yay! Head pats! Head pats are great. Oh, gotta redeem. Good old bottle time. Ah, welcome in, Jimmy. There we go. I've just got water today. Hold on to that. Yeah, that goes over that. Okay, so that goes down to the belly, stretching to the inner thighs a little bit. Whoops, did not complete that circuit. Oh, I just noticed the, that didn't update. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I just noticed that the, display for the music wasn't updating. Sometimes I have to, manually refresh it. As far as the actual name of this one, it's just called Trinity. I know sometimes those are not very descriptive. It's used for a couple different things, but yeah, that's what most people recognize it as. Okay, so from the back, that would be... Don't we have a new season of MHA starting soon? I think so. I get really confused because it feels like a lot of anime that I watch decides to get updated in October. Oh, yeah, I remember that meme of You Say Run. Yeah, it really does. I think that was around the time that Dragon Ball Z Abridged was actually wrapping up, and they, I remember they put that soundtrack to their final battle with Cell, and I thought that was really, I thought that was nice. Because it really did go with that. I do love Bayonetta music. It's fantastic. I am rather curious where the series is going to go after how 3 ended, though. I'm not going to specify how 3 ended, because obviously spoilers, but let's just say it was controversial. No, that's pure white. Are sneps also mountain lions? No. That's not, I mean, they're both cats, and they're fairly similar, but no, they're not considered the same species. Snow leopards are traditionally a more, bluish-white color and have spots on them. Mountain lions do not have any spots and are generally this color. Yeah, snep means snow leopard. Sometimes furry terminology does get a little confusing, I'll admit to that. Can turn down the opacity on that a little bit. I love that little sound effect. I will agree, Crystal. We do need more snaps. They're tons of fun. I've always loved cats. And I've always pretty much said if I wasn't a fox, I would probably be a snow leopard. But I am a fox, and I can't really see myself as anything else. Because foxes are great. They're like cats and dogs. I always like to say they're they're cat software running on dog hardware. Okay, that needs a clean up. What the hell is... Okay, why did that little bit have like a green tint to it? Huh. Interesting. Alright, whatever. Ah, thank you, Jenny. I did actually, I did miss that. Thank you for pointing that out. Let's see, how exactly is that? Pretty much just the fingers. There's generally a bit more work involved when I'm drawing someone for the first time and trying to learn the nuances of their character. Whereas some other people, I don't even need their ref anymore. And good old pacifier time. Okay. I don't think I've missed anything. Just So we'll close up the ref. And let's get a color palette going here. I actually do like the green that was in that reference, so I might do sort of a green room. So we can do green and yellow, maybe? Let's see. I have not played Shovel Knight in ages. I remember that was a pretty big game when it came out. And having a remix of it with the Mega Man X sounds is right up my alley, of course. Tone that down. And let's blend that in a little bit more. Hey, Rocky, welcome in. I've got a slightly different green, and we're going to... where's that texture? Give it my standard carpet texture here. Turn that down a little bit. There we go.
Square Onion 54 has gifted 1 subs to viewers.
Thank you once again, Square Onion. Pleasure to have the gift sub master in here. Yeah, I needed a little cleaning up. That's a little too extreme on the desaturation. A little bit more. There, that's good. Let's actually make that just a tiny bit brighter. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay, the yellow actually looks halfway decent on the green. Glad you like it so far, Jenny. Maybe a purple for the toy chest. Let's try that. No, I think that clashes too much. Blue's not bad, though. That, and now we do this. Let's see. Alright, now maybe just something on the wallpaper. What if it did some stripes? Do some thicker stripes. Let's see how it looks once I add the character back in. Not too much brown there. Let's up that contrast. Now the room feels too dark. What if that was light instead of... No. If I do that in conjunction with shading, it should be fine. Do a red for my shading color this time. Yeah, PMD music is great. It would be real nice if we got more. That's not where I want the light to be coming from. Thank you very much for the follow, person whose name I can't actually see right now due to my setup. Sorry. But thank you regardless for following. It is much appreciated. Here, let's soften that. Yeah, I got a nice blend going there. Oh, and thank you for a follow again. Let's see if I can actually check it. Yeah, I can't actually check it. Thank you for the follow, though. Yeah, I have to sacrifice some visibility for chat and stuff, so that I'm able to actually focus on my drawing, just with the way my setup is. Yeah, do try and keep the messages light, both in feel and, you know, not sending me like several paragraphs. Welcome in, Jake. And yeah, Fear the Woodcrawlers, you might want to kind of stop with that. It's a very bad impression when that's how you start the very first conversation in here. Oh yeah, Jake, you'll love this. I made improvements to Cone Rain. Yay! I know it's probably hard to see what improvements I made, but I ended up doing, it's no longer relying on a chroma keyer, which isn't always the best thing to be using, because there were some issues with some of the later cones that got messed up because chroma key is just fantastic. But now it's no longer relying on that and is using true transparency because it's an APNG and not an MP4. I know that looks a little messy the way I do it there, but it'll look better once I finish things. I promise. Yeah, it's such a shame. I mean, especially like when the walls are painted white, that's just asking for you to draw on them and make them look pretty. You're doing a service, but no one seems to want it. This music definitely makes me want Mega Man the Sequel Wars to finish faster so that I can play the visually reimagined Mega Man 5 and 6. Because the way they did 4 was just fucking amazing. I cannot wait to see more. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to, because that's how time works. Okay, I think that'll work once we get the character shaded. I didn't see what yet, huh? What, huh? Yeah, sorry, I got a little caught up and just now looked at chat. I see. Yes, Jingly Fox blushes. Jingly Fox blushes are the best. They're even better than keys. I'm actually curious, what is my HP bar at now? That doesn't feel right. Has it actually been going down, or have we just... Well, we have had a few cone rains, so I guess that would make sense. Was there a command? For what exactly? So there's not a command to bring up the incentive, although, come to think of it, there probably should be. I should be able to do that just fine. The only command I have related to that is the command consona, which just gives you information on that. Otherwise, it's just on a timer. I probably could put a command in there to bring it up, though. We'll have to work on that. Huh, that is interesting, because that should be working. Hang on, let me check Nightbot and let me see what the actual command is. Yeah, it's with an S. Yep, it's command consonas. Yeah, I might have to put in some more effort than I can manage right now to get that fixed and working to the point where you can call up the command any point. So, yeah, I think I can do it. I just don't have the time to do it right now. That's too bad, Jake, because the cones are here to stay forever and always.
Less than best thing ever.
Oh yeah, by the way, text-to-speech was also updated, and I don't think it does the emotes anymore. Pro crayon tip. You know, I had one earlier, but now I've completely forgotten it. So give me a minute to think of one there. I mean, because I could go with the basic, always, keep in mind where your light source... I don't remember if I've gone over this before or not, but since we're shading, this one actually is fairly important. It is important to keep an eye on where your light source is and know where your lights are coming from. But that's not everything, and I feel a mistake that beginner artists will make very frequently is they'll just say, okay, up here's my light source, and it comes here, and then all the shadows are based off of that. And it's very black and white. Lighting is more complicated than that. Let's see, where have I feel like I have an example of it somewhere around here. Not quite yet, apparently. Oh, yeah, I do, over here with the shining on the lamp. So you see how the light is coming down from the top right, moving to the left. But this side on the left, I've erased a little bit. Doing that is more indicative of a rounder, three-dimensional object where the light is hitting this wall, and it's actually bouncing off this wall, and it's lighting this part slightly. That's something that's actually really hard to grasp and to figure out in a 3D space, is that light bounces. And also, at the same time, some art teachers will tell you differently because they have different priorities. But when you're in this sort of field of work, what is technically correct isn't always better than what looks good. Being able to see the eyes through the hair is not technically correct, but it looks better. Furries are not technically able to blush, but we draw them that anyway because we like how it looks. Yeah, there's that too. Furries don't technically exist. I mean, it's fantasy. We can do whatever the hell we want. And that's one of the reasons that furries and art in general is appealing. Ugh, pants are so complicated. Why do I have to draw these stupid things? What purpose do they even serve? Another thing that I'm actually still trying to fully internalize with lighting is that I don't need to go so heavy on it. It's okay to have scenes with sparse shading. Because sometimes when I go too heavy, things look overdeveloped. And again, that's something that I'm still just trying to work on. You never stop trying to improve. If you do, you need to find another line of work. Apparently, Glimmer didn't like that statement. Welcome in, Glimmer. Say what you will about network transmission, it had some pretty kick-ass songs to it. Like, even the Mega Man games that are generally considered to be bad, like X7, still have pretty killer soundtracks. And thank you for the follow. Once again, I cannot see the name on my screen, but thank you anyway. Yeah, all of y'all's aim seems to really suck today. Now you know what it's like to be me. Just to show as a quick comparison, and while I touch some things up. This is what it looks like without that little soft shade layer. And this is with. It's a very minor difference, but I think it really makes things come alive. I love Hydra City. I never said my singing was good. Not once. Oops. There. I actually think the little yellow tapes on there really help sell the littleness of that. Oh, and we got a bottle time. Wow, 5 damage hit. Okay. Jenny, since this is your commission, anything to say before I send it off here? Jake, I'd be careful about calling people's consonas stupid. You're going to find yourself buried in cones at some point. Alright, I'll export it and send it off. let's not do that. Splatoon has such weird music. I love it. Yeah, Jake, I think if we're going to do things like the animated tail and whatnot, it's going to require me to pretty much redo my PNG avatars, which isn't a deal breaker if I can get something really cute like that. But, yeah, will definitely require a good amount of time. So while that may work in concept, Jake, it's also, if I really want to have it look good and we want to do like other movements and stuff, I would probably need to rethink the position and a lot of other stuff. Oops, that's in the wrong color. I feel like I might need to enlarge this one. Yeah, let's scale that up a little bit. That's much better. God, getting the shape of the eyes right can be really difficult. Wait, it just got dark? What? Huh? Yeah, leave it to Jake to make a messy diaper joke. Yes, exactly. There's a diaper joke. There's a million diaper jokes every millisecond in this community. I thought you knew that. Oh, got Hug-a-Plush. And hug. And a bottle. Oh! Feels like I need it. Ah! Alright. Plush hugged and bottle drink. Come here, you. There was a dog sitting right behind my chair, right in my way, wanting my attention. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Come on, jingle for the chat. Good boy. There we go. Down he goes. I mean, it is true that Kazi doesn't have just one spot, but he has several, and he still decides to take our spots when it's convenient for him. Heard more jingles. Where is he? He's three-legged. He's got a raised paw. I'm being assaulted. I'm being assaulted in more ways than one. Hi there. $151 HP. We're getting there. Cone sonas are an eventuality. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned, I think I mentioned last stream a Pokemon ROM hack called Pokemon Too Many Types. Well, there was also another one that I think I may have missed the hype train on, but still looks interesting, called Pokemon Infinite Fusions, and I'm debating which one I want to stream more. I think there probably would be more fun in Infinite Fusions, where Too Many Types feels more like a meme thing. Alright, take care of yourself, Rocky. Yeah, I can absolutely do a poll there. I can understand like it being overhyped and a lot of them not looking good, because of course they're not going to look all that great. They're mishmash Pokemon forcibly fused together, but that's kind of the point where you have a team of abominations. Huh, I didn't know anything about their dex entries. Pretty much I just wanted to get it and I wanted to go through the game using nothing but furry-type Pokemon just because, you know, meme. Yeah, I had heard that a lot of the sprites for it were custom made, and that alone really makes me want to try it. Yeah, right now it's going through some old playlists, and I definitely made this one when I was really hyped on My Hero Academia. I still like the show, this is when I was really hyped on it. Oh, another bottle time. You enticed one of your Zoroark friends to join the padded army. That means you tried to get him to try diapers, didn't you? Ooh, lemonade. Thanks, hon. That's good. One thing I will say about dubbing studios that don't do a good job, and yes, I'm looking directly at you, 4Kids, is I never understood why they replaced the music. Because, like, you've got to have access to it. Why would you go through and compose brand new tracks that suck rather than using this amazing orchestral music that's already been created by a studio that actually took things seriously? It doesn't make sense financially, and it doesn't... I don't know, I think it's just because they're dumb and they think, oh, well, no, kids won't like this big, beautiful soundtrack. They want hip-hop and generic movie sounds. It just... it irks me. It irks me very much. And that's awesome. I love when non-ABDL people are convinced into trying it and like actually giving it an honest try. Because even if they don't end up liking it, they generally get enough understanding of why people like it and are very, very accepting of the people who like it afterwards, even if they already were. I think it's one of those things that everyone should try at least once in their lifetime, even if they don't end up liking it. I mean, and it's completely okay to end up not liking it too, but I feel as long as everyone has tried it. generally they'll be more like, okay, yeah, I get it, it's just not for me. Oh my god, yeah, the rice balls being donuts. I love how the Pokemon Abridged series just ran with that one's like, here, try these hot dogs. Or these hamburgers. And it's still just very clearly a rice ball. But yeah, you know, we can't teach kids that other cultures exist. Okay, now I actually kind of want a donut. I would actually love to have a real rice ball. I've never had one of those. Oh, welcome in, Raiders! But yeah, I would actually like to have like a good rice ball. I've never had one because I live in America, obviously. Oh, and another follow that I can't see. Thank you very much. And yeah, I know I can make rice balls, but honestly, it's just hard to find the time to learn something new every now and then. And generally, that's not one of the things that's high on my list when I feel like learning something new. I mean, you know, that's actually kind of another thing back on the whole, like, dubbed music thing. I just feel like a lot of movies here, like, even ones where, like, oh, we'll sell the soundtrack, this would be great, and just, you listen to their soundtrack, I feel like they're all just designed to fade into the background and not to hype you up during big moments, and I feel like that's just such a wasted opportunity. Give me a big, booming soundtrack. Give me what anime has. But no, we just get shit that's been phoned in and is, again, designed to fall into the background. Yeah, I feel you on that, Glimmer. It's the same with me and Yu-Gi-Oh. I guess you could consider that series to be a guilty pleasure for me, because it's kind of really dumb that everything's decided with card games, but you suspend your disbelief there and you'll have a fun ride if you watch it in sub. Because my god, the dubbing is awful. Just awful. Oh, and another bottle time. I shall take some lemonade this time. Thank you. Ah, that's the good stuff. Really, Crystal? I did not know that. Probably because I haven't watched American shows that have been dubbed for Japanese. That's interesting. Like, is it the opposite issue where they'll beef up the soundtrack, or where they'll cut the soundtrack down if it was good? Ears can be really tricky sometimes. This one's coming along. I'm actually wondering if I'll be able to finish it today. Because this one I actually don't have to do any shading on, so that does cut some time down. And you can probably tell here, but with these paws and stuff, I actually didn't put a whole lot of effort into the sketch on those because they are planned to be mostly covered up by water splashes. Generally, if something isn't going to be shown, there's not a lot of point in putting a bunch of effort into getting it to look right. Yeah, for sure. There's a good reason that a lot of the songs on my playlists are Mega Man songs. A, because I'm addicted to that series, and B, they're just really good songs. Oh, yeah, I know that feeling, Crystal. Every now and then I'll find a new soundtrack and I will just listen to the absolute... I'll just listen to the absolute shit out of it. Indeed, yes, Wings. Welcome in, Rad. And I got passied. Of course I did. A raccoon! Yes, I love it. Yes, 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 I love it. I'm debating on streaming the Cone Sonas when they happen. Because A, I think it could be kind of fun to watch that, but also they're actually not the most fun things to see me working on. It's basically just, okay, tweak these ears, tweak this tail, and then recolor the cone. And a lot of it is more setup and menuing, for lack of a better term. And that doesn't exactly make for something that's super fun to watch. Yeah, it could be. It would end up being mostly mostly kind of like a just chatting stream, which I guess I could do. I don't know. Things to think about once the incentive is hit and I'm actually able to take the Cone Sona commissions and work on them. All right, Darman, enjoy your bath. Wings, honestly, can be really fun. I know a lot of artists will charge extra for wings because they are complicated. I will fully admit to that. They are complicated and they can be really difficult sometimes. But when I was a kid, specifically a teenager, I drew wings constantly because that was just kind of the phase. And so drawing them on their own does not bother me as much and does not elicit a complex character charge in and of itself. So I do not actually... I think I'm one of the few artists who actually does not charge extra for wings. And again, it's really just a matter of I'm used to drawing them, so it doesn't really bother me all that much. And some wings are like really small and simple too. Yeah, no, at that point, I would definitely be adding an extra charge. Like I said, the wings by themselves don't usually elicit an extra charge, but yeah. You want 12 wings on it, you're probably going to be paying extra. Yeah, that can be, that can definitely be challenging if you really want to get complex with the wings. Generally, if you're not picky about the specific pattern, sometimes that won't elicit the extra charge from artists, but, I don't know, it really depends on how complicated they are, but if it's something where, like, yeah, just slap this pattern on, here's a PNG, generally not a big deal. But then again, a lot of that is going to depend on the artist that you're commissioning and what they are comfortable with. You know, like most things. Does she? Hang on, I need to check the ref on this one. Because I'm not sure if she has pads on her feet. I don't think that she does. I've seen this character drawn several times, and I've drawn them myself several times, and I don't think I've ever seen them with pads on their feet. Oh, yeah, for sure. It does sometimes take an extra pair of eyes. I've actually had, and for pretty much this same issue as well, I've had a frequent commissioner before who I asked, like, because it was going to be shown in the, the undersides of their paws were going to be shown in the commission, and I asked them, hey, this isn't in your ref. What color are the paw pads? And they just straight up told me, you know what? I never considered that. Artistic freedom? Nope, and another bottle time. And crayons! Ah, that's good. Yeah, most likely they're just not there. I mean, and that's fine because I know several people who, you know, have like has specified that in their refs. Like I know Chris specifies that he does not have paw pads on there as well, and that's not an artistic liberty thing. That's just a character does not have them. Something that I do find interesting about this character here, though, is that the and I'm using air quotes here, fur on their tail is not actually fur. In a lot of the references they've sent me, they've explicitly stated, yeah, so it's fire. But a lot of the artists that they commission say that that doesn't work in their style, and so it ends up looking more like fur. In a lot of the renditions that they get. That's something that I actually had to go and clarify with them. Which I honestly really like that I'm able to do that I'm able to just ask someone, hey, I notice in a lot of commissions you get here that this looks different than this, and, you know, which one should I be using? And they're just up front with me on it. That's one of the reasons I like having frequent commissioners. Again, some can get to the point where I don't even need to look at their ref all the time. It's just, okay, yeah, here's how I draw these, and maybe I'll think, wait, is that, like with, I'll look at Dusk's ref on occasion, only because I keep forgetting which color eye goes where. But that's about it. Everything else, I know how to draw Dusk. Kind of same with Jake. Maybe once in a while look at the ref to double check, but generally, I know how to draw them without reference. Oh yeah, I get that, Glimmer. Sometimes when I'm drawing Sella, I still have to look up the ref for her, even though I made her. It's, yeah, sometimes you just have to look at the reference. How do I want to do this one? Yeah, there are also definitely advantages to having simpler characters. But honestly, the biggest advice that I've given people, because I've been approached several times as far as like, oh, hey, can you help me design this character, or can you give me advice? The biggest advice I can give, and it's always the same, just design what you like. Be what you want to be. It doesn't matter if it's overused, generic, or completely just out there and overcomplicated. Draw what you want to be. That's the whole point. Another bottle time Jake cheese. Ah, that's good. Have I mentioned here that I love swimming? Because I do. I really love swimming. Definitely not the easiest scenes to draw, but, like, seriously, you get me into a pool and it's very hard to get me out of it. Once again, I'm not planning on these paws being seen, so I'm really just kind of blocking in a simple shape here. Oh, and thank you very much for the follow, Death the Wolf. I can actually see things now. Yeah, being in the water is great. Yeah, that should be fine.
What is your favorite cartoon?
My favorite cartoon? You might have to be a little more specific with your definition of cartoon. Again, Jake? You're just doing that every time it comes off cooldown because you can't throw crayons. Yeah, maybe. You have to be careful with that one, Jake, or you're going to have to start paying for the diapers. I didn't say you'd have to start changing them. I said you'd have to start paying for them. You're making them get used. Cones! Everyone loves cones. Yes, Azura, you absolutely have wife privileges. You get all the unfair treatment. Because I don't have to hide the fact that I like you the best. Yay! All the pats. Okay, no, that won't work. I guess I see the bottle time, but I'm going to put it off. Ah, there. I did the bottle time. Are you happy, you baby? Yep, on my last quarter of health. Cone Sona's impending. Hi, hon. No, I'm good. Thanks, though. Let's see, is that... Yeah. Getting the color for the water is often really tricky. Yeah, thank you again for another follow. Getting a lot of follows this stream. Very much appreciated. Okay, Jake, I'm gonna have actually ask you to cool it on the bobble times. It's getting a little annoying. Okay, so I did that one. Actually, I'm gonna go into my rewards, and I'm gonna up the cooldown on that, because that's getting abused. Okay, that should be updated then. Pro Crayon tip. At least I can talk. What do you mean? Who's? Oh, so who's Splat? Never mind. I can answer that. Yeah, Pro Crayon tip. Pro Crayon tip. Yeah, I was gonna say it would do something on water drawing. So, water is very tricky. And that everyone thinks, oh, water is a blue color. It's actually not. It's completely transparent and tends to darken most things, and it's only blue because it reflects the sky. So, in a lot of situations, especially if you're doing something indoors, your best bet with water is to do more of a transparent black on it. In this situation here, since I'm doing, since it's outdoors, I'm doing some light reflections on it here with the white spots to really show the properties of water as much as I can. And then what I might end up doing afterwards is going in and just kind of laying some clouds over it with their opacity turned down so that it looks like they're reflecting the sky. There's actually a lot of detail that you can start putting in with things like the ripples in the water or that little reflection that pools get, but that stuff gets very, very difficult. I'm trying to mimic the ripples a little bit here, but I'm trying also not to go too far with them, or else it's going to look overdeveloped. And I can keep those ripples in mind, as well as the big splashing wave here when I kind of dot the rest of the water. But for the most part, we're going to see the ripples, or rather these highlights, around the edges. Places where the water is touching something else and is getting even more reflection on it. Okay, so that looks good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some clouds. I'm going to drop those over there, and I'm going to see how that looks. And we're going to transform these. I'm going to have to take it out of the image layer first. Where did I put my pen? Actually, I'm going to flip this. Flip. Honestly, with that on, I can probably tone down some more of these highlights over here. Pretty much just have the stuff around the edges. And then I do have some brushes as well that can help with creating a bit more dynamic splashes. I just need to find them. Alright, I have this liquefy brush. What does that do? That's actually helpful for this. Not for exactly what I want to do right now, but it is helpful. I haven't messed around with that brush much. I'll have to do that later. Let's see. I'm just trying to find where this one particular brush is. I have a lot of them in here, and sometimes it's hard to... yeah. That ain't it. Is this it? Nope. Here it is. It's not working the way I want it to, though. Okay. As I add more background elements, that will become... this should be better. Now I just want to grab it all into a layer that I can toggle on and off as I please. See? On, off. Off. On, off. There we go. I'm going to do a separate layer for the background here. A bit of a free tip here. When you're building a scene, it's often very important to ask yourself what happened before the scene that I'm drawing. And that's kind of where this little hose comes from. Like, this is just a simple background. We're not going to see a whole lot of it. But we have the hose here that filled up the pool. It makes sense to have it in the scene, rather than just populating it with whatever. I'm trying something different with this fence here, where I'm going to try and... because normally when I do a picket fence like this, it'll just be, okay, here's a rectangle and some lines in it. I'm going to actually try to give more detail to every little board here. And the way I do that is by hand drawing them. Some will be slightly taller, some will be slightly lower. Because the world is not perfect. Which is why sometimes I see artists who will rely too heavily on their tools, like straight lines and whatnot, when I feel like they really shouldn't. Because there are times when, yeah, you want things to look mechanical, but at the same time, there are plenty of times where you want things to look like they aren't mechanical, like they're natural. And nature is chaotic. I can use my straight line for this now that I've established the tops aren't perfectly aligned. I'm just adding some wood grain here. No, this is not from Final Fantasy. This is actually from Kirby's Air Ride. Although, granted, it's a remix that appeared in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but it's still, that's where the original is from. And while I'm doing this texture here, I'm actually trying to limit the amount of movement that's in my wrist, and I'm moving my arm at the elbow instead. Alright, good night, Brownie. So many crayons! So many little sticks that bring us closer to Cone Sonas. And we got Hug-a-Plush. Hug the Vole. Yes. I also have a big fluffy Poke Center Zorua here next to me, but unfortunately that one does not make noises, and that's very nice for stream. Step that up a bit higher. Trying to get this gradient right here. It's not always easy. God, this song lived rent-free in my head for so long. Thanks, Persona. Okay, so now we've got a sky up there, so it'll make even more sense when we have a sky reflected in the pool. And this brush here is just like a standard blocking brush, but I actually find it works really well for getting a basic grass texture in. Oh, that's our second raid! Welcome in, Milk Moo! A third raid! Whoa! Everyone's enjoying the raids today. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Exactly.
Thank you.
All right, and then we also have... Okay, so I've also got a brush here for some grass that just kind of gives me the basic shape. And what I'm going to do with that, as you can see, is I'm just going to go over the fence with it a little bit here. Man, we're getting so many follows here. I really appreciate it. They just keep coming in. Yeah, all the follows, all the crayons. Yeah, we can do it. I'm at 100 HP. Swing and a miss, though, on that one. Yeah, that's kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing how my viewer count there just shot up. Again, thank you so much. That's awesome. Okay, let's take this and let's... how do I want to do this, actually? That selection back. It's not what I want to do. There, okay, I think that looks good. I wish I want to take that hose more onto the blue side of things. Yeah, that'll do. And I actually do like that that white fence look, but rather than having that just be on there on the background, just gonna, yeah, actually put that there instead of it just being the paper color. Yep, we got the Crash Bandicoots and we got the Banjo and Kazooies. All the good stuff here. Okay, clouds. I'm going to take their opacity down too far. We'll do 80. That'll do it. I feel like that grass could use a little bit more texture. That is definitely not what I wanted. Nope, not that one. Got a lot of brushes in here. Sometimes I just have to sort through them. There, I think that works. Okay, now let me actually grab their refs so I can start coloring them in. We were talking about refs before, and this here is a good one. It's simple and to the point. Gives me a front view, back view, side view of the head. Any sort of point that is that I need to know about has been, kind of highlighted here. I've got color swatches. It's flat. I've got favorite plush, pacifier, toe beans, stuff like that. Very simple. No, this one looks like it's by Wen. That looks like Wen's art style. Something I've been doing recently that you may have noticed here is just the extra thick outline on the eyes here. And the reason I wasn't doing that before was I felt that it was a bit much when we were in the sketch phase and we were in the line art phase. I felt like it stood out a bit too much. But then I started to realize as I colored and as I shaded that the eyes became less and less pronounced, and that isn't what I want. So with this, I'm still experimenting with it a little bit. But things should be working better. Okay, I actually have some bits inside the ears. Yes, I do believe this character is a lynx. Which is why you can't really see their tail here. It's like right about here. And as you can see in the reference, it's a very small stub tail. Okay, so got these bits are white as well. Even though this isn't the color for the mouth and stuff, I'll still color it in there, just because otherwise it looks weird to me, and, well, a lot of art is just kind of managing your OCD. There's a lot of touch-up that comes, and I don't know if it's just Clip Studio Paint. It might be. A lot of touch-up that comes when you're filling in white space like this, or rather a white color. And it's just slightly annoying, but I don't know a way around it, so... Okay, so on the inside... You wouldn't see it on this one. Anything to do with their paws? No. Okay, so I'm gonna add the purple bits of their hair. Okay, so that's their nose as well. And it looks like the color of their spots, too. I've gotten a lot better at drawing spots ever since I made Sella, that's for damn sure. Okay, I have a bit of a different shape there, so I'm going to have him get a different angle. Alright, well, that's good to know, hon. At least we have a bit of a clear date. So, middle of next week, definitely call them back and ask again. Oh, this is an interesting little stripe down there. Doesn't look like I need to worry about it here, but... Okay, that's on both eyes. I'm trying to notice if there's any sort of method to these spots, or if they're just kind of all over the place. Looks like they're abundant on the knuckles. But that's the most I can really see. Otherwise, just kind of standard spots. Let's see any on the face? No. Okay, and they pretty much stop entirely at the feet. Okay, now let's grab their eye color. I really do appreciate on refs when they have a pose with the mouth open, because some people definitely do have different tongue colors and different interior of the mouth colors as well, and it's very helpful to know that. Oh, and we got another follow. Thank you very much, Franco. Okay, so let me get the general color from this. Okay, let's add that orange. Round two. Let me touch up my selection here. And I can only assume that the stripes here proceed to the back as well. There, that should do. For those of you who did come in through a raid, I do apologize. I don't generally speak a whole lot while I'm doing art streams, just because I do need to focus on the task at hand here as well.
Thank you!
I try to do what I can, though. And thank you very much for the follow, Spike Wolf. Or Wife? Find it interesting how your brain just auto-completes stuff. And another follow. Thank you very much, Amethyst. Actually, should probably put some shine on this pool. Just a little bit. So many crayons! Alright, now let's grab the ref for the other character. Every day we get closer to Cone Sonas. It won't be long now. Okay, that didn't help the way I wanted it to, for sure. Go to, I don't necessarily want to set that at 30. That seems a little high. that'll work. I don't like that angle though. And then go down all the way here. I have drawn this character before, but I don't draw them often enough to remember their patterns without a reference. So, and it's always a good idea to check anyway in case something else has changed. Because if this fandom understands anything, it's change. No, I do not play Destiny 1 or 2. I seem to recall that when I was, that at some point I was mildly interested in it, but it had a bunch of bad reviews, and I'm just like, no. I will say one thing. When a character has an actual, like, official ref sheet, generally it's a good idea to send that rather than just a picture that someone else has drawn of them. Yeah, the picture works, but the ref sheet is almost always better, because now I have to go dig for the ref sheet, because I need to confirm a bit of the pattern that's not on the ref sheet I was sent. And I'm just curious as to where I may have one stored. Worst case scenario, I can go to FA and I can pull their page up. When was the last time that I drew them so that I can actually get a quick link to their page? Here we go. Okay, yep, no, we're good. We're good. That's actually a really common practice where the first commission someone will get from an artist is a ref sheet if they don't already have one, especially if it's their like actual first commission. And that is good. But at the same time, depending on the artist that you're commissioning, I know I personally don't care super much for doing ref sheets. I have to be in the right mood for it. Because, honestly, ref sheets are kind of boring. When the choice is between, oh, do you want to draw this really cute idea that I have, or do you just want to draw me standing there? Generally, I want to go with the cute idea. Had to grab another ref for the specific dress that they wanted. What the hell happened here? What did it? Oh, I see what happened. There's just a little line that went through things because that's where I selected things. Okay, that delete trick doesn't really work then. Okay. Almost got it. Okay, I think that's right on the dress. Now we just touch up the water a little bit. I actually want to try and adjust the shade on that pool a little bit. Let's see, what layer did I have that under? Here it is. Okay, maybe just copy that. That's a little too light. Can up the saturation on that a little bit. Blend in these clouds a bit more. And add some more shine. Yep, not quite done. Change that to a blue. There we go. Okay. Add just a little bit of reflectiveness to the pool, because the water does reflect light onto the rim. And I think that will about do it. Sure, I toss on the watermark there before I send that off. Let me double check and make sure that was flat and not shaded. Yeah, that was flat.
Thank you.
Oh, and we got another follow. Thank you very much. I got a lot of follows this stream. But we have been going for almost 3.5 hours, so I am definitely going to call it here, take a break, get something to eat, and then send this on out. Thank you so much for showing up, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day.